Hi Libra, this is Angel Aura Divination, and I'm here to give the sign of Libra their mid-June 2021 Tarot and Oracle message. I suggest listening to the collective reading either before or after you take the messages from this reading, because it'll give you some information and also some insight about some of the things that the collective is going through at this time. Currently, Mercury retrograde is really kicking my butt, so if I have any flubs for this reading, you'll definitely notice, I'm sure, but just take it in stride. That's what I'm saying to myself. This is going to be a tarot and oracle reading. I'm using the energy oracle to give me the overall messages for the reading, and then I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer tarot and the Star tarot to give me deeper messages from what the energy oracle is trying to communicate. I just got the Star Tarot. I've been talking about it in all the videos. I really love this deck. It has a lot of deep spiritual and I don't know what I'm even saying. See, there's the Mercury retrograde right there. It has a lot of deep spiritual symbolism that gives you a lot of insight about what you can intuit from the cards. And even though it really kind of focuses on some of the more basic and mundane meanings of the deck of tarot itself, because it still does kind of apply to the, the ideas that you would see in like the Rider-Waite or even something like the Morgan Greer tarot. It also kind of helps you with seeing the positive way out of some of the more negative situations that you would see presented through the tarot cards themselves. But I'm not going to get into all of that with you. I'm just going to get into your reading, Libra. Yeah, so let's get some cards out for Libra. Mercury retrograde has been kicking my butt. I tried recording another video for you before I started this one, and it had triggered the hell out of me. I had to stop, and I actually deleted the video before I even started recording this one. It's just like, wow. Anyway, the first card that we have out for you from the Energy Oracle is Blossoming Abundance. This card is 3. So this is all about that divine union trinity energy. This is also about coming into wholeness within yourself, coming into wholeness about the abundance that you're attracting, so that, and understanding that you are a whole individual and that you can create any abundance that you want through the law of attraction, through manifestation, through energy work, or even just through having your own positive outlook on things. When you want to create things for yourself, you look within yourself and understand what it is that you have to offer the universe, and then the universe will give it back to you. And you're really in that energy right now. You are focused possibly even on material wealth and on material gains, and that might not necessarily be bad, but try to stay away from narcissistic energies around you, because I'm seeing in this card there's almost kind of like a possibility that individuals might be focused on trying to steal from you as opposed to helping you grow. And now I'm hearing, what is narcissistic energy? Well, narcissistic energy is basically people around you who are only focused on themselves. And when they see somebody like you who is a nurturer, or they see somebody who has something that they can give to them, they want to steal it. They want to take it. They want to have it. You know, right now you're really being given this new opportunity, Libra, with the Ace of Pentacles here. Talking about the universe giving you a new opportunity in the material, possibly even the new beginning in a job situation, or in just a new beginning in life in general. And there might even be individuals around you who are trying to hang on to that, or hang on to the possibilities or the abilities that you are having, especially if you're going through a spiritual awakening yourself, and really wanting to see you transform so that they can take away from the transformation that you're having, so they can transform themselves. It's kind of like, okay, so for example, if you're getting a new job, Libra, you might be seeing somebody around you really trying to figure out, well, what kind of job are you getting? Well, how much money are you going to make? Well, where were you leaving? And they're going to try and take the job that you just had so that they can be like you, so that they can be on that upward ladder of growth. Or now I'm even hearing that there might even be some social climbers around you that are seeing the blossoming abundance happening in your social life and trying to figure out how they can benefit from that as well, especially on a friendship level. But that even could be like the social aspect of work, or whatever work it is that you do. They're not really telling me about that, especially because we're so early in the reading. But that might even be what carnelian is here for you. Carnelian's good for grounding. Carnelian's good for spiritual protection, which is kind of the theme of the readings this week. Spiritual protection is the theme of the readings this week. And you might even want to look into some jewelry that might also benefit you here. That's what I always think, is that jewelry can also be very spiritual or protective for you as well. So I would look into possibly even some jewelry with carnelian in it, or wearing a carnelian, putting one in your pocket, or even a keychain would be good for you. Because a lot of things are going to be changing for you. A lot of things are going to be growing and transforming for you. You need to focus on grounding yourself in the reality of your life, though. The next two cards that we have out from the Morgan Greer Tarot is the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So you are going to be having a lot of abundance coming into your life based on the new job opportunities or the new offers of material abundance that you're gathering from the universe, regardless of how you get them. And this is going to be helping you on an emotional level, where you're going to be ascertaining or obtaining some kind of emotional abundance for yourself as well. So if you're already in a relationship, you might even be developing a family situation, or if you're in just work situations right now, or even if you're just focused on friend groups and things like that as well, you're really going to be coming into more of a happiness, a more happy state, and you're going to be seeing a lot of your own personal ideals being manifested into your current reality, which is beautiful energy, because basically what that means is everything that you see in your head about how would my life be if this was a perfect world, you're going to see a lot of that actually happen for you in this energy. You might even see it happen a little faster than you believe it to than you believe it supposed to happen. That's what I mean. We have the Page of Pentacles and Judgment here now, so there is a little bit of immaturity. I think ultimately, though, that this is really kind of about you being in a happy-go-lucky kind of energy with the Page of Pentacles here. And even though you do have times when you are very serious about the stuff that is happening to you, and there are aspects of the things that you have going on, especially in your career sector, where you do need to be serious. You're also just happy that you're able to follow your dreams. You're happy that you're able to connect to your guides, and that some of your manifestations are coming into reality. There are people around you who don't want to see you succeed, though. There are people around you that are judging you, that possibly are even jealous of you, that don't want to see you be happy in this energy. And I'm really getting that with Judgment here, is that there are even individuals around here who would rather see you suffer than see you happy. And you need to focus on getting away from the narcissistic energies of people who are upset about what you have going on, and counting your blessings instead of practicing gratitude with the things that they have going on for themselves. And maybe this is about people who don't have anything going on in the first place, and you're just trying to move out of that energy. And that's also being spoken about with Justice here. They're going to get their just desserts. They're going to get their justice here. It's like Judgment and Justice. It's kind of like if they're going to judge you, they're going to get their karma for that. And it's almost kind of like the universe is saying, if you're going to sit around and count the blessings of other people and be mad about the good things that other people are getting, then you're going to get the negative aspects of karma, and you're going to get, things that you deserve for being ungrateful for the stuff that you have going on in your own life. And this isn't to you, Libra. This is to the people around you who are watching you. So keep an eye out, and also don't focus on the karma of other people, because they're going to get their just desserts, whether they know about what they deserve or not. And karma is not just about, getting the negative aspects of the things you deserve. Karma can also be about getting the rewards. Karma is also about understanding the consequences of your actions. When you put good into the universe does good to you, because you deserve good things. But it's also because of the action that you take. I'm all about promoting self-empowerment, meaning that when you do good things for yourself, good things happen for you because you brought it into yourself, which is leading me right into this next card. We have the adjacent possibilities here with 24, reducing down to a 6, and 6 is all about divine love, divine union, and also about that, unconditional love, and I think you're having a little bit of unconditional love for yourself right now. You really need to focus on opening yourself up to new possibilities in your life, and if you've been doing that, you're going to see a lot lighter energy come into your life. You're going to be feeling a lot less burdened about the things that you have going on, and you're going to be walking through the passages of your life, the new portals opening for you with ease. You're going to be seeing a lot of new possibilities open up for you in career, and you're going to be very happy about it. It's going to be making you feel very much more connected to your guides as well. And the next card that we have out from the Star Tarot is the Princess of Pentacles. So you might be around some people right now, or you might also be coming into some new possibilities with career or with your monetary growth. And this also calls for you to do some deeper study about how you can have more information. They're saying something about cryptocurrency here as well. I'm not somebody who's into that stuff. If you're into that stuff, that's great for you, Libra. And that might even be something that you might want to study, or something like along the lines of, you know, just finance overall, how to save your money. You might even just be learning about those kinds of things right now. Your guides are here with you, guides that you know of and guides that you don't. There is a lot of spiritual energy surrounding the path that you take right now, whether you acknowledge it or not. They're actually saying that you don't have to acknowledge it, but do understand that part of your own self-mastery journey is taking the steps that you're guided to take when they're presented to you. Take these opportunities and open your mind up a little bit more to some of the things that are coming to you on your path, whether that's career opportunities, social opportunities, or even endings that are being presented to you as well. There are some situations that you might need to find your way out of, and if you're presented with the opportunity to find your way out of it, I would take the chance now, instead of sitting around and waiting for something else to happen for you in the future, or waiting for another reason to walk away from situations that are no longer serving you. It's like you really need to come to the point where you are at where the straw is here to break the camel's back, or do you realize now that the camel's back is already being broken, and then, you know, don't wait for the last straw. That's really my message. And that's exactly what it's saying here with the Seven of Pentacles. This is actually the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles, though, is an interesting energy, because it's the Seven of Pentacles is that waiting energy. But the Seven of Wands is saying that you need to defend yourself against the actions and thoughts of others. Just because some people see that your connection with the universe or your connection with your own career, your own life is different, or you have a different approach to things than how other people might do things, doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. And you need to be able to defend that, even if it's only through action, by saying, you know what, I don't care what you think, I'm gonna do what I want anyway. And then, you know, by not saying that, by not giving somebody the validation that they want, by giving them the communication of defensiveness. You know what I mean? And that's also how you deal with narcissists, is by not telling them. You don't have to tell them how you feel about the things that they do or the things that they say. Come into a more balanced state. We have Temperance here. This is the Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is all about the philosopher and the sage. So maybe you are coming into some learning about some personal philosophies that you have, or possibly even learning about philosophy just in general, and balancing out these energies within yourself and with your guides to have a more balanced state overall. You're not defending yourself. You're not fighting with people. You're not arguing. You're leaving it where it is. If somebody has some negative criticism about the stuff that you have going on, you let them say it. You let that reflect on their character. You pick up your stuff and you walk away. And that's what the energy is right now with the adjacent possibilities. You see all the possibilities happening for you right now, and you're getting real about it. And the reason I'm saying you're getting real about it is because we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is all about lies and deceptions, possibly even self-deception, especially in the thoughts. You might even have self-deceiving thoughts, but it came out in reverse. And it's saying to take the reversal. You are coming into a greater clarity about where you're deceiving yourself, about the people that are surrounding you, about the situations that you're entertaining, and possibly even about the control. I'm hearing it's about the control dynamics that you're entertaining in your life as well. So let's get some more cards out for this Seven of Swords energy. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Princess of Swords from the Star Tarot, which is the Page. So you're also having some leveling up here, possibly even in the logical mind. You might even be going back to school, or you might even be in the energy of somebody who is doing a lot of learning, possibly even self-mastery about how to defend the self, and also how to be more open and honest and cutting with your words. Also how to be more intuitive. All of these things come into fold, especially with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. You are communicating effectively. You're learning about your personal boundaries. Some of you might even be going to therapy or working on self-empowerment and self mastery in that area of life where you're going to be communicating about how you feel about your mental health or your relationship to your mental health. And this is great energy to be in. It's almost kind of like you've cleared the energy, you're clearing your space. And this is also what we're talking about when we talk about spiritual protection. You don't have to use crystals, but things are becoming crystal clear for you in this energy, Libra, and that's great to hear. Actually, I'm not going to pull any more Morgan Greer tarot cards. I'm just going to move right into the next card. We have the Sun, and the Sun is all about that clarity. It's about connecting to the creative self and connecting to that deeper divine feminine energy to have the clarity of the Sun and to be out in the open about the things that you want and to move past the personal judgments that people have of you, and even forgiving and forgetting about the things that have hurt you in the past, and moving forward, growing into the sage and being able to grow in the energy of the Sun instead of being diminished by the heat that it brings to you, basically. That's what the Sun energy is here to tell you. You are in a growth stage, and this clarity is just a mere part of it. You might even be going through your own version of spiritual awakening where you're coming into a greater sense of awareness about what is abundant for you and what is not. And a lot of that has to do with the personal relationships that you are entertaining right now, where people are narcissistic, where people are holding you back, where people are judgmental, possibly even unnecessarily or unwarranted advice. It comes from some of the individuals that you deal with. And now we have Temperance coming out from the Star Tarot to give you a double confirmation of Temperance. This could be a Sagittarius person around you that you're dealing with especially, or you could have Sagittarius placements as well, where you are coming into a greater state of balance and possibly even connecting to yourself to the divine feminine, to the divine masculine, and really sitting in that warrior god, warrior goddess energy as well, they're saying, and really finding that balance of alignment within yourself, because that's all that Temperance is really about, alignment, especially in the spiritual realm of life, connecting your emotions and your spirituality to really figure out what intuition is for you, what spirituality can be for you, and what you can gain with that knowledge. You are connecting to the divine right now, whether it's the divine that I am talking about or it's the divine that you know to be the divine. It's all about your personal experience here, Libra. This is beautiful energy. You might even be coming into some more sage wisdom that you have yet to uncover about yourself. Ooh, they're even saying that this could even be a Kundalini awakening for you. And when I say Kundalini awakening, I'm really just talking about the sensation of the unwinding of the energy from, the base of the spine. It normally moves upward. It can't even be felt physically. A lot of people reach this by meditation, by yoga, and by spiritual work. But it can come to you in many forms, even in the form of a deeply connected divine relationship, which is not what your reading happens to be about, but anyway. And that might even be something that you're looking for in your life, a deeply devoted divine connection. And this is in your midst here with the Five of Cups, but you have to get out of the energy of crying over spilled milk about the past relationships that you've had and the sadness that you've had, and even some of the things that have kind of fallen apart in the past. We also have the King of Swords here, so you might even be finding an equal adversary, they're saying. I don't know what that means. So maybe you have a love-hate relationship with somebody around you, or you've had that in the past with the King and Queen of Swords both coming out in your reading. But I'm also seeing that you are kind of leveling up in that energy still as we move forward in the future, with the starting out when we started with the Page of Swords energy with the Princess of Swords from the Star Tarot, and then we had the Knight and the Queen come out in the adjacent possibilities, where you are going to be having that leveling up when you start realizing what you could do, realizing that you can follow your dreams and you can have the possibilities of the things that you want. And then we have the King of Swords coming out here to talk about the Sun energy, the Temperance energy, balance leading into exponential growth, because you changed your perspective about the situations that you can even entertain emotionally, about the fact that some relationships outside of yourself are not meant for you to be stuck in forever. And now we have the Nine of Wands. This is the Nine of Wands, not the Nine of Swords. This is the Nine of Wands. This is all about fighting the battle, and even understanding that there were some fights that you lost and being able to still push forward. That's what the Nine of Wands is all about. You are not the wounded warrior. You are the awoken sage here with the King of Swords and Temperance coming out for the Sun energy. And that's what's coming clear to you right now, is that you are in control simply because you have mastered the way of the King of Swords. You have mastered your thoughts. You've mastered your mind, and now you're opening yourself up to new possibilities, to new wisdom, to new ideas when it comes to the things that you are here to learn, especially in the studious energy of the Page of Swords coming out to be the last. All the swords signifier cards have come out. We have the Page, we have the Knight, we have the Queen, and we have the King. So you are having a leveling up when it comes to the information that you are learning about, or the information that you know. And you might even be self-taught in the future, or you might even be going through a stage of teaching yourself, or even a self-mastery. Once again, with the Hermit here coming out with the Page of Swords, you are noticing that there are things that you are lacking in the area of logic, in the area of the mind, in the area of mental health and intuition, and you are taking yourself on your own personal journey, possibly your own personal version of gnosis, to understand what these things that are happening to you are. And that's the last card that I have out for you, Libra, as far as the tarot and the main part of your reading is concerned. So let's get an energy oracle card for some advice for you. I see a lot of great possibilities for you, and we have the Goddess of the Moon. This is a 52 reducing to a 7. 7 being about that divine wholeness. That, what is it? Let me look. I have this little cheat sheet. I never look at it. And then I'm always like, oh, well, what does 7 mean? 7 is all about intellect. It's all about philosophy. It's all about secret rhythm of life. That's what it's all about. That's what it says on the card. It's secret rhythms of life. And you're really connected. And that's what this card is about. What is this? The Goddess of the Moon. It's all about connecting to your guides, connecting to your intuition, and figuring out what it is that benefits you. You might have even told, you know, I always like to associate this Goddess of the Moon with my own experience with the moon and my own relationship with the moon, where I tell the moon my problems and I wait for her to fix it. You might even be praying to your gods, your deities, your ancestors, whatever you pray to, and really connecting deeply to the universe in your own special way right now to have what it is you want, because that's what manifestation is. It's about finding your own inner power and utilizing that with your connection to the universe to bring in what it is you want into your life, whether that's through action, through, you know, what some people call magic, law of attraction, or any of that stuff. Energy work is energy work, and energy work happens in every way. Everything is energy. If energy is just a vibration, everything is energy, and everything has energy. You have energy, and you are already in the energy of your higher self. So when you try to go on the path of awakening yourself, it becomes easy when you connect to the energy of your higher self and you really see that for yourself, for your future. And that's what the Goddess of the Moon is here to tell you. You are connecting to your intuition to move forward past limitations and stepping out of the negative cycles in your life to have freedom, to have a deeper awareness. So let's get one more Morgan Weir tarot card for some confirmation. And we have the Sun, the Moon, and the Sun. This is all about renewal. It's all about energy cycles. It's all about, you know, the cycle of the day. It's like your day has come here. With the sun being out here, you're going to come into a new sense of clarity when you connect deeper to your intuition. And when you allow yourself to really feel, oh, they're saying it's that message that I've been getting. And I think I heard this in a video on YouTube, actually, where it's like, I get, energy doesn't lie. That's one. And then the other one was, I heard someone say, and I don't remember who it was, I don't question my intuition or my downloads. Or it's like, I don't question my intuition. So it's kind of like, if you get a download that, you know, should I go left or right on the road? And you take the right. You take the right when you get the message. You don't question it. Because if you question it, you might regret it the whole time that you're going left on the road. You know what I mean? And so when you're faced with options, you're going to be facing a lot of confusion, and you're going to be coming out of that when you connect to your intuition and really let yourself make the decisions that you know you need to make for your life. And this is great energy to be in, because you're going to be feeling that clarity. You might even be coming into a new union with somebody very soon, if you're not already in a deep spiritual union. And that's great to hear for you, Libra. And that's all I have for you. That's all I've really picked up for your energy. This was a great reading, and I'll see you in your next one. Goodbye, Libra.